On this episode of Monster Closet, Batfleck. Never has there been a casting choice that has angered so many since the replacement of Eric Stoltz with Michael J. Fox on Back to the Future.
Batfleck, go.
I've got no problem with it. And I know a lot of nerds out there are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But here's why.
Okay.
I mean, what did everyone think when Heath Ledger got the part for the Joker? I have web posts of what people thought. You know, I looked them up, and they were all negative. People were like, what's this teen star doing as the greatest villain ever? You know, and how did that turn out?
Alright, that's fair, but I mean, like, you know, he's still fucking Daredevil. You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you about Daredevil.
Daredevil would have failed no matter who was
Thank you. That was my thing.
I mean,
Let's get one thing straight. Sorry. Daredevil is a second-rate superhero. You cannot make Daredevil good. There's no way.
That's not true.
That is not true. Not true on that.
That is not true.
Like Blade is like a fourth-rate superhero.
Yeah, that movie was amazing.
They got 2.5 good movies out of it.
Yes.
Until Wesley Snipes went crazy.
No, but back to the point. I'm saying Daredevil, he's the fucking chin. You know, you can't, I mean, his face is so distinct that he can't hide himself as Batman. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got that jaw where it's like, it doesn't matter if you're Bruce Wayne or whatever.
You're going to go into the visual logic of, like, superheroes.
Okay.
I mean, then Superman can't hide from anyone. He
Are you implying?
puts his curl up.
Oh, well, fine, but...
Are you implying that chin will be synonymous with the George Clooney nipples?
That's Joel Schumacher at his absolute best, by the way.
That was his best, really?
Batman survived Michael Keaton's jaw. We'll be fine.
Fair. I'm not saying his jaw was... I know Keaton's jaw was weak, but I'm just saying that Affleck's lower part of his face is so... Anyway, so distinct.
Weird angle.
But that's just the start. So, okay, what do you think?
I'm for Ben Affleck. I mean, fuck everyone else who doesn't like. I mean, it's Batman. It's one of the most over-deified characters you're ever going to get in any superhero movie. Over-deified.
Please.
Mr. Batman fan.
Over-deified?
Yes. He's not the greatest thing ever. All right. So what? Even in that scenario where Affleck fails, they're going to make another Batman movie. They'll pick someone else. They'll fix it. We'll get over.
Is that right after Batman versus Superman, or is that after the 4-picture deal that Ben Affleck signed on for?
They could break that deal.
Oh yeah, they're gonna break that deal.
Understand something. Batman is forever. It's like James Bond.
Boo! Other than the fact that you said that it worked for somebody that actually has no actual bearing on the fact that Ben Affleck is playing Batman, it worked for Joe Schmo over here when nobody thought it would. Okay? That doesn't make this right. You know, you said that, like, you know, because of fucking help me out here. Heath Ledger worked as Joker. It doesn't mean that Ben Affleck's gonna work as Batman.
What is wrong with Ben Affleck as an actor? Like, wait, what draws
well,
him
he has
out
a
of
bad
ire?
record. He has a bad record in the things he like.
He has a decent record, and you could pick a ton of worse actors than him.
I agree that in the sense that Affleck in the beginning of his career was good, in the middle of his career was terrible, and then has made a bit of a comeback, you know, with The Town and other movies he's done recently. Yeah. But I'm just saying that he's almost like
he's a serviceable to good actor and a great director.
Okay, and I agree he's a great director. But the thing I'm saying here is that he's almost too much of a star to play Batman. Look what happened when you had like Clooney play Batman, or when you had Val Kilmer play Batman.
You writers do
no, and I agree, but you still like it didn't matter who wrote Batman and Robin. You can't see past Clooney's smile. Okay, it's just like he's George Clooney.
I'm sorry if I wasn't as captivated by George Clooney's smile.
It doesn't make a funny boy for it.
I'm sorry you couldn't make it 2 hours without getting a rise.
Christian Bale played. He was American Psycho. He has that edge to him. He has that scary edge.
Total edge. But that's the difference. Is he also was not like he wasn't Christian Bale when he started Batman. Yeah. He became Christian Bale from Batman. I mean, people knew who he was. I knew who he was.
So basically, if they pick Christian Bale to play another superhero, you'd be pissed off because now he's Christian Bale.
I might.
Why?
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free.
Why? It's very easy. I mean, Christopher Reeve could have never played anybody else other than Superman.
Is that because he's paralyzed?
No.
And now dead?
Yes, that's those are two
Kinda hard.
reasons. I'm just saying that it's almost maybe like he is going to, I don't know, the weight of him on film is going to like kill Henry Cavill just because he's just 10 times a star. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's weird to have somebody who's a relative unknown with somebody who's like a huge somebody.
Well, let's hope that they've screwed up Batman more than they ever could have in the past, and therefore it is illegal in the future to fuck up Batman anymore.
I hope so.
Can we at least just touch upon this in like the one situation that is in play here? We don't have a shitty director. I mean, Zack Snyder.
No, I love Zack Snyder. I love Zack Snyder.
Making a watchable Superman movie coming from someone who doesn't like Superman
difficult.
as a character.
It's very difficult to make Superman not cheesy. It's
Okay, and
very
I
difficult.
agree and I agree. All right.
Oh, to have a man in underwear be not cheesy.
But
Agreed.
But let's go into a little bit about the new Superman and where this series is going, because I personally think even leave Ben Affleck out of it. I don't care who they would have cast as Batman. Okay, but leave Ben Affleck out of it. How does Batman fit in this universe? I mean, you couldn't have put Batman in the new Man of Steel.
Yes.
He just wouldn't have fit. I mean, it just didn't work. I mean, he would have been so overmatched by every single person that was involved in that fight.
It's too big. It's too destructive. It's not simple crime. It's
Where
it's
does
gods
the world's
versus
greatest
men.
detective
Well,
come into?
Yes, he's dealing with gods now.
I mean, Batman's role is probably going to come into play in one of the more obvious aspects about this movie. Yes, it's Batman versus Superman. Do you really think the movie's going to end with Batman versus Superman? No, it's gonna. You're gonna have your conflicts. You're probably gonna have your beginning thing. You're gonna have your middle thing, and then there's gonna be a greater evil to go after. My hope is they already
BFFs at the end.
They're already doing Luke.
And never a
The
BFF.
best thing they can do, which will also piss people off even more so, is to pick a new Joker and then find someone that's gonna piss them off. Pick Leonardo DiCaprio as the Joker and complete the circle of piss off. Do that.
That would actually
I
complete
like
the
Leo
circle of piss
DiCaprio
off.
also, and he got the same shit Affleck gets right now.
Wait, who did?
DiCaprio.
What?
After Titanic, I realized the dude probably has acting chops. He might be the closest thing to like the new Jack Nicholson.
Oh, that's unfair.
And he's went the last 10 years or so just proving himself completely.
I agree that he has definitely done a lot more. I never felt that way about DiCaprio. But all right, but honestly, just to finish this up, do you think that Batman? I mean, obviously, I don't think Batman and Superman are ever BFFs. They like each other.
In the comics, how
they
well
never are.
did they?
No,
play?
Batman always has a suspicion.
They both
of Superman.
have a common.
Batman's always cautious of the amount of power that Superman
Right.
has.
He always has some sort of way to.
You think
to-
Superman's corruptible?
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, I guess he thinks he's corruptible, but I mean, he also just realizes this guy has way too much power and always has some plan that could help him take him out at a moment's
Fuck a lot
notice.
he can do about it.
And there are like continuities, like comic storyline where Superman does kind of turn and uses his power. And with
Well,
the
like
Justice storyline.
Superman 3, where the bad Superman comes.
Right.
And he starts drinking at the bar and he's flicking
Fucking
nuts.
Bizarro
Yeah,
Superman.
it's pretty cool.
But
Richard
I
Pryor was
don't
in
know.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't go to Sunman reference.
No, that was Superman 4.
Oh my
with
god.
Nuclear Man.
Oh
Ugh.
my god. Terrible. But I for one am thinking that while it's not it's not impossible that Ben Affleck will succeed in this role, I just think there is a lot to climb. There's a lot to get through to be able to do that. It's not that the shoes are too large to fill. I think his feet are too big. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's like too big of a star.
But he's not too big.
I would like a lesser person, a lesser known person. I like Jersey Girl enough, but you know.
You're the only one that's ever said that in the world.
No, he just said it too.
Yeah, he said
You found both of
Gosh,
us. We're both of us in the same
I
I
room.
like it enough just because it's like, you know, by the way, not to go too far off base, but did you ever see the DVD cover to Jersey Girl? It's got the greatest picture of Kevin Smith I've ever seen. Like somebody had the idea of saying like, oh, Kevin Smith, the family fun director. So let's put a picture of him in the corner. Forget about like Chasing Amy.
Was that
Forget about...
sarcasm? Was that sarcasm?
It couldn't have been sarcasm. They're trying to sell a movie.
Well, all I can say is Kevin Smith did Degrassi. Where's your goal? The fuck you show.
Well, this is the stuff that we should be recording. This is the funny shit.
Yeah, this is funny.
We'll be playing the album, the Fuck You album from Overkill.
Can I just be doing this thing with my pen the entire time, just
You can use
completely
the pen,
Bill
the pen
O'Reilly
looks
the whole
very,
thing?
Now let's see. Now it's a heart.